Welcome to another episode of the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards, and today we got a powerhouse voice that's been making serious waves across the rock world. She's the dynamic force behind Here and Everywhere, a band that has evolved from King Fu into a global rock contender, sharing stages with Bryan Adams, Scorpions, Hollywood Vampires, and more. In this year so far, they went viral worldwide with their take. It's a badass cover of Still of the Night, proving they're not just another band, they're a full on musical force. And with their debut album, Seeker of the Source, coming later this year, mixed by Grammy winning producer Andrew Sheps, things are only getting bigger. Welcome, Aleks, to the Metal Queens podcast.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Thank you.
It's great to have you here. So I want to start from the beginning. What first got you into music, and when did you realize your voice was something special?
Oh, that's a great question to start with. Well, I think that I was like immediately born into a music house because my father was a guitar player and the bass player and the singer, and he like brought me into this, like the very start was like music all around me when I was a little kid. And then until my 15th year, I was listening to everything my mother showed me, like from Deep Purple and White Snakes and rock music mostly. But I was born and raised in Serbia, so I was like in the like surrounded by traditional music. So my heart was filled with all the genres, and I sang all of them. But what's the most interesting thing that I didn't know anything about myself and what I wanted to do with this voice. I knew I had the voice and I performed and I had concerts, but until 2020, I knew nothing about my vision in the music in the world with my voice. So I I was a late bloomer in this situation. So with my band, I learned a lot with Rock, who is our drummer and composer. Over the years, he taught me how to see the music, how to insert my voice in it, um, how not to be one dimensional, how to use everything I can, how to use my powers and my energy. So, yeah, this is a long story short. Yeah.
This band evolved from King Fu into Here and Everywhere. Why that change? Was it time for a reboot? And did that transformation mean, what does it mean creatively for you?
Well, I always say I never liked the name when I came into this band because I was the second singer. And I never liked the name King Fu, even though I accepted it at the time. It was a funny name, but I didn't see myself and the band evolving with that name because I always saw rock's music bigger than the name. But nobody wanted to listen to me. So I had to shut up until like last year. And I had a feeling to change it, but I didn't have the name. And firstly, I because as you said, the music really even evolved. The initial music was not for the name King Fu, but the music evolved over time. So it was like impossible. It's unbearable. And last year, I looked at all of our songs, and I couldn't find the name. I love the name Once and Forever, which is one of our songs,
Yeah.
and it sounded to me like big and something where you can evolve, but it was not that. And then I scrolled through rock songs on YouTube, because he has a lot of symphonic and orchestral music. And I scrolled and I saw Here and Everywhere, and it was like one of the songs he wrote when he had floods and lost all of his studio stuff and everything. And I saw this name, Here and Everywhere, and I said, oh my God, this is it. Tomorrow we're changing it. And everybody was, are you crazy? No, tomorrow we're gonna change it. And like, I think a week after that, we played with Brian Adams. So I wanted the change now. I felt it, it feels right with what we're doing now, and we can do anything with that name. I feel it so big and so deep, and you can interpret it as you want, but I love it.
You mentioned Brian Adams. Let's talk about that Brian Adams story. It's pretty incredible. What was going through your mind knowing he was watching your entire set?
I didn't know that, because after the show, we got a call from the manager of the place, Berkelem in Austria. And we said, oh my God, what happened now? Because it was raining and we were playing a set, and I don't know, maybe we done something wrong. And he said, no, no, come over here. Brian wants to meet you guys. So he wants to meet us. Okay, let's run. And we just went down stage, and we saw him in his like little jacket standing there, very humble. And he was like, oh my God, after 10 seconds, I heard your first song, Seeker of the Source. I ran to the stage and I listened to your whole set. And I liked it so much, because your performance and your songwriting and everything was amazing, world class. So he knew everything, what the bass player played, the sound of the guitar player, everything. He truly was immersed into our show. So, and nothing. We took a picture, we talked for a bit, and amazing guy. And later, after our show, I think we waited for 1 hour, and then there was a his show. He was giving like his heart to the audience. Like, it was raining and he was there with this rain and his guitar, and his voice is still the same, like 30
Yeah.
years ago, 40 years ago, still the same. Amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Your version of Still of the Night went viral globally. Did you expect that kind of reaction?
No, no, no. We're, as I mentioned earlier, we're posting everything we have and we like, on the internet, and reels, and official videos, and uploading on all the streaming platforms. And we said, okay, it went really well on that concert, and we had this this guy was miraculously in the audience, like recording all the song, and we had it. Let's say, and one night I said, okay, let me cut the some parts and upload it, and it was like, I never expect that, really. And I must say one thing, that we were like at home, kind of in a depressing state, not knowing what's next, because we didn't have any plans for the future, like no money and everything. It was like our head was like, oh my God, what to do now? It was like kind of blessing in disguise, and some energies. Don't give up,
Yeah.
because mm, I don't know, something happened and people really like that, and they're digging our music now. So yeah,
Yeah. What do you think connected with people so strongly in that performance?
I think the people love to find something they're familiar with. First of all, they need to know the song, and then if they see the energy that is kind of maybe honest, I think they can connect to it and see something good in it. I don't know. I think we've done a great performance, but I don't want to be in competition with anyone. It's not a technical thing. We felt it. And I think people felt it too, you know? It was just honest in the moment, and people know the song. This song is a symphony. This song is amazing song. It's like 6 minutes
Yeah.
of intensity, you know? And we gave our heart to it. So people, I think, connected to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you really did. And check out Alex's performance too. Of you just posted a clip on Instagram of Zeppelin's "Whole Lot of Love" too. That's also awesome. Seeker of the Source, Alex, the new album, powerful title. What does it
Yeah.
represent for you personally? That title?
Seeker of the Source is kind of our lifestyle, you know. Rock and I were like, as my t-shirt says, trouble. Because our whole life we've been like black sheep, you know, and speaking truth and sometimes pissing people off
Yeah.
and always digging deeper in some topics that people don't even care about, and always fighting for something we believe in, and many times saying no and being so like strong with our no's. And Seeker of the Source represents like our soul that always wants to dig deeper in life every day. And sometimes it's not a place to be happy, you know, because your mind really, it's an overthinking state. And but the music was born out of it, and many of the songs are written in the state of sadness. Some of the songs on the record are been wrote like in the happy state, but most of them were like many difficult situations and experiences in life. So yeah, Seeker of the Source is like that, digging deeper in the life, living that, and then writing that into music and be creative about it. Yeah.
What can fans expect sonically from this album?
Well, it's not one dimensional. We are working with the music. We are not thinking of showing off. We can do some technical stuff and great production and wall of sound, but we're always working with the songs. You know, if something, well, Rock writes like this. He takes a blank piece of paper and puts it on the table and says, okay, talk to me. What do you want to say to me right now? And he like channels some stuff. And sometimes it happens that he channels like people who are not here and musicians and something. It's crazy. It sounds crazy, but I saw this process, and he is really into this. And then he works out like the whole night, and at 6 a.m. he sends to me the song, and then I listen to that, and then we go and add some details and spices and work together on it, and then my voice gives another dimension to it. So our record, which, okay, let's see, our record, I don't want to spoil anything, um has songs that are wrote in different, you know, with 2020, 2023, like over the 7 years period of time. So it's many conversations with something that
Yeah.
came through us. Yeah.
Yeah, long period of time writing this one. Working with Andrew Sheps, it's huge. What did he bring out in your sound?
Oh, oh, we love Andrew Ships, you know. It was as well a blessing in disguise because we didn't know what to do with. We had an amazing sound, but we want something more, you know. As the rock channels and I sing, Andrew brings this something. He opens some frequencies that we don't know what it is, and it always works out. I think on the first mix he sends, and we're like, oh, and we're crying in the room and listening to it. I don't know. He's our magician, as we call him, and we love him so much. And we were in Ireland at his masterclass, like I think August 2025, 4 days with him, looking at how he works and how he does all this stuff. It's magic. He opens the frequencies of the emotion of the song. And I remember when he sent to us Seeker of the Source, our song, and you expect for a rock song maybe to have some guitars in your face or something, but no, there's something else happening here, like drums and the voice, and I don't know, magic. Magic
Mm.
happens with him.
Do you have a personal favorite song on this album?
Oh, I have
I
a
know it's
couple.
hard to narrow
It's
it down.
hard,
Yeah.
yeah. But I have a couple that are always like for live performance, like Stillness Inside. It's the song that it's unreleased. The Embrace one, it's amazing to sing live, and I love it so much. Every song is it's deeply in my heart. But let's say this two and Seeker of the Source is a punchy opening song. There's like I'm in the room downstairs, and when I practice every day, I feel like I'm in the stadium and I
Mm.
see people jumping, and this is the first song. And everybody, bam, 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 waiting for this and singing with me. I don't know, it's crazy, but I love it. And I see it.
You've been described as a vocal chameleon. How do you tap into such different styles of music so naturally?
I think because I grew up in Serbia and then I was brought into other genres. And then I moved to Italy, and then, but it's not the places. It's inside of me because I do not look at the music by genre. I feel the honesty in every genre. I can find honest music, honest performances. I can find songs that touch me deeply, even in some electronic music. It's and I always want to sing those songs which I love, and I always practice those songs. I love many styles of singing, so it's natural to me. And also to rock, he's the same with his songwriting. He grew up with Tchaikovsky and Toto, and I don't know, many different styles, so now he can really write music like from pop and rock and fusion to orchestral and film music. And it's the same for me. Like I can sing this, and I don't want just to divide music. Okay, let's do this today. No, it's just a feeling. You go with your feeling. So if you look at our band Here and Everywhere, you cannot find us be predictable because we go with the feeling in all of this like genres we grew up with, this chameleon stuff.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
I think I would be, if I have the brain of today, because it always changes, but like in perfumery, and I would have a stationery shop and niche perfumery in some village and surrounded by family animals and great weather without this lines in the sky. If I can imagine. Yeah.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Oh my God, I'm a dog person, but in the recent years, I started to love cats
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a cat guy. I'm a cat dad.
Ah.
Yes. Love the felines. Any touring plans this year in support of the album?
Well, we have some plans, but I cannot talk about them now because it's not there yet. But I need to say that with this viral clip, like it opened like the audience in the USA and Australia and Canada. So it's really truly ever been on our vision board to perform into every part of the world, and hopefully this is going to be soon. So people all around the world are writing to us every single day. So I'm writing these cities. They're commenting on our post, and I'm writing all these cities so in my notebook. So I will have them for later.
Yes, for the big tour announcement that will be coming. So you'll have to follow
Yes.
them on social to find out more about tour updates here and everywhere. Make sure you check out their upcoming album, Seeker the Source. That's coming this year. And that viral performance, that great viral performance of Still of the Night. If you haven't seen it yet, trust me, you will love it. Aleks from Here and Everywhere, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It was a great chat with you, Steve. And well, see you next time around.
Yes, definitely. And thank you for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe to it wherever you get your podcast. This is the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards. I'll talk to you again next time.